自2020年1月23号10点起，全市城市公交、地铁、轮渡、长途客运暂停运营。
At 10 a.m. on January 23rd, 2020, with the Spring Festival only 2 days away, Wuhan was put under lockdown. No one was allowed in or out of the city. Locking down Wuhan, however, was no easy task.
那封城这个决定，这其实上是一个非常艰难的决定。这么大的一个城市，决定给它封城，其实不是轻易的就能够把这两个字儿说出来的，是需要有很多全盘的考量的。那这样的考量或者这样的决策，一定是政府部门来做，而不是专家组。
The lockdown decision came directly from Chinese President Xi Jinping. He specifically instructed that efficient restrictions should be put into place in order to control the traffic in and out of the city. Xi's decision was based on a very practical concern. 3 days prior, a high-level medical team led by Professor Zhong Nanshan was dispatched to Wuhan by the central government. They concluded that the novel coronavirus was capable of human transmission.
They tell us that there is one patient in a neurosurgical ward who transmitted the infection to 14 healthcare workers, doctors and nurses, in one of the hospitals in Wuhan. Now, so when we heard about this, then we all jumped up. Now that completely changed the picture. So then the next day we all go to Beijing to report to the officials in Beijing.
What complicated things even more was the Spring Festival travel rush, the largest human migration on the planet. It's been estimated that some 15 million people would travel in and out of Wuhan during this time of year, being one of the largest transportation hubs in central China. Bold advice was put forward by the experts to lock down Wuhan, a city with a population 3 times that of Los Angeles.
So we should set up a policy of not down Wuhan.
According to China's law of infectious diseases, only 2 Category A diseases, a plague of rats and cholera, can trigger a mechanism of large-scale quarantine.
提出这个建议，同时还有一个建议，应该放在这个建议之前的一个建议，就是法定报告，把它列为法定报告传染病一类，按强烈管理。他就给武汉封城提供了一个法律基础。这条建议第2天就采纳了。
As the medical expert team flew back to Beijing to brief authorities on the situation in Wuhan on January 20th, President Xi Jinping said people's lives and safety should be a top priority in containing the epidemic.
坚持以人民为中心的发展思想，无论面临多大挑战和压力，无论付出多大牺牲和代价，这一点都始终不渝，毫不动摇。人民至上，生命至上，保护人民生命安全和身体健康，我们可以不惜一切代价。
President Xi Jinping, he mentioned one word which impressed me very much. He said we should take the people's health and safety to the first priority. So in other words, this kind of action will make some, of course, great impact of economy. However, the leader said, the people's health and safe is the first. So I suppose the decision is correct.
The task of enforcing the lockdown naturally fell upon the traffic police, but sealing off such a metropolis wasn't easy.
来看一下这个地图，我们这里看得很明确，这就是整个武汉的这一个外环，就是京港澳高速。武汉市的整个城市交通啊，它是由一环一环的组成，从1环一直到5环，5环就是我们的外环线。看外环上面到武汉的这所有的高速路口，全部的上了警力。
你说的武汉市人民是英雄的人民，一声令下，我就压根儿没有跟我们非常配合交警的安排，进城的、出城的，道路一封闭就没有车辆走。
By the evening of the 23rd, Wuhan was no longer what it used to be.
结果开车回到在街面上完全空荡荡，就像一座死城。那时候感触好大，我没想到这么繁华的城市变成这个样子。
From January 23rd to April 8th, the lockdown on Wuhan lasted for 76 days. On February 4th, newly confirmed cases outside Hubei province started to slow down, showing the lockdown on Wuhan was working. On March 18th, the number of newly confirmed cases and suspected cases in Wuhan both returned to zero, a stark difference from the early peak of nearly 13,000 cases. On April 26th, the number of new COVID-19 patients in Wuhan was at zero.
这件事儿实际上它起到了非常大的作用，那就等于把从湖北、从武汉往外走的人群切断了，这就等于把全国这个传染源、这个传染途径给切断了，它给全国甚至全世界它做出了贡献。
China won a vital battle in defending Wuhan and Hubei against the novel coronavirus and achieved a major strategic success in the nationwide control efforts.
Thought it's so important that we recognize that, and to the people of Wuhan, it is recognized. The world's in your debt.
And it's the people of Wuhan who made the greatest contribution in China's fight against the epidemic.